Welcome back to a new video. So we're down to 1277, but we have been touching and above 1300 just a little bit. So we're going to look at the statistics because I think it can show you the up and down a little bit. So then I wish it would go, well, I guess the bar there is 1200. So you can kind of see dipped all the way to 1121, then got up to 12, hit 1300. I guess it goes back just a couple of days. Interesting. Maybe this will give you guys a better view of that. So if we scroll down just a wee bit, you see I was 1300, or I was 1308, 1300, 1308, 1300, 1291, then kind of dipped down below that. The current best that I still have is 1327, which I think is actually more than what I had before. So I think I just slightly beat it because I want to say it was 1326. I could be wrong. I guess my best win is against Johnny Zins, which is an hilarious name. But we are going to get into a game and hopefully catch some dubs. But the play has been a little bit better. I keep getting to that 1300 mark, but I'm not really able to stay above it. So it's still a journey to 1300. We're still trying to get consistently above there. I think we can say, for the most part, that I'm consistently staying above like 1260, which is a good sign in general. It means that the play is getting a little bit better, slowly but surely. And at least it's consistent, which is the biggest thing. So we'll lock in, catch a dub, catch all of the dubs. Down there to threaten here. Obviously, protect the knight a little bit. We do have to pay attention to the 3 pawns he has there. And this should be okay, because I can just do that. If he, for some reason, drops down, we trade the queen there. Obviously, that would not be good for him. I guess he just gives me the queen. I would say probably not a good move on his part. Because, I mean, he has a pawn there now, but it's not really too secured. We're going to drop down here, so we just don't want to deal with that pawn. That's down there. We go to there, get rid of that bishop. He could push that pawn down one. I just resign. I was gonna say, I mean, he kind of just blundered his queen randomly in the middle of that game. So I mean, it was very odd because it wasn't a very like complex threat. But I don't know. Maybe he thought he had something there with the pawns. Maybe he thought he was cooking. Maybe we go there. He's gonna take with the queen probably, and then we just drop back down. Push up to there. And honestly, probably just go to there. See what he has going on. That's fine. Go ahead and long castle just so I can castle the move earlier. think, honestly, we just go right to there. I feel like I'm starting to get a bit of a cold, which is kind of unfortunate because it's still the summer. And I mean, I guess I have a week to fully recover from it. So if I was feeling like this next week, then that would be not ideal with all of the general school stuff that's happening. I mean, on auto resign. I mean, you just. I feel like he's going to come back. One, two, a couple of weird wins. It just abandoned? I mean, what's the eval bar say? Where's that at? It's completely even. That's, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. We're up to what, 1293? Um, I don't usually play against this opening, so I'm just gonna abort it. Just because I don't want to deal with it. I like doing my Karen con. Also looks like the ECO database is not loading properly, which is interesting. I don't know why that is. I think what we do is hmm. Eh, we're gonna lose our queen, but that's alright. If I would have taken there, then would have had a check. Actually, I don't think it would have mattered because I would have taken. Oh no, he was just taking the queen. What am I saying? I'm thinking he's gonna do something with the knight, but the knight's still in a bad spot though. So yeah, he kind of has to do that. Then he has to move the knight, which we don't even really have to address the knight right now. So pretty good set of moves by him. So he's up a pawn. I'll go ahead and go up to there and mess up. Whoops. Oh, was that? Oh no, that was a knight. Okay. I really thought I thought he blundered a bishop for a second, but no, I blundered it. Knight. So I guess if they're not blundering queens and abandoning the game, I can't win. So that's what we're kind of concluding with this video, unfortunately. Try to make something happen. I missed something? It's just a bishop? Not really sure why he would do that. I feel like there was something I missed, but I think he just, that's, it's not good for him. That's pretty rough, especially when you're winning. We go to there to prevent that. And then we can go to there. Actually can't get to that and gets to that piece, which is fine. Then we're still chilling. I could have just taken the knight, couldn't I have? Guess it's not too big of a deal. Wow. So we were gifted 3 games today. What a gift. That's the true secret. The trick to get to 1300, you just have to get lucky 3 games in a row. But I mean, that's where luck comes on your side. And you have to take advantage of it. Obviously, um, the middle game where the person just randomly abandoned, like those are going to happen sometimes, and life gets in the way when you're playing. So I've even had a game like that. Something comes up and you have to leave the game. So um, the help, obviously comes to my advantage in this case. The first game, you just have to try to pay attention to blunders because I mean, you can see like even at this level, which is not the lowest of levels, nor the highest, but like people still make pretty obvious blunders, and I make obvious blunders all the time, so that's plenty of evidence. But if you can recognize that and take advantage of it, um, then obviously you can win more games than lose in those situations. But even in situations like this, like I didn't do the best move, but I didn't do the worst move because obviously he's still left with a knight. He can't do anything with these pawns, or he can move one pawn up, and I can just take the other and essentially just work my way and take them both, and then just sack the rook for the knight at some point. Like it was an unwinnable position for him. I mean, I assume that, yeah, I mean, completely winning, unless there was some crazy move that I missed. But it is tricky though when you get on a time crunch with when they have a knight left or you have a knight left to where there's forks and stuff. Those are weirdly really easy to get caught in when there's low time. And um, I've had a series of blunders that are all just based on the knights, and it's hard to pay attention to that spatial uh, spacing of the knight and your king and stuff when you have 10 seconds to play. So another little nugget of advice as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So if you made it to this point, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.